Now we are moving into the plating methods to get the bacterial number. So as already mentioned in the beginning, these plating techniques will give you a viable count instead of the total count which were given by the microscopic and other machine based counting methods. So here you will get the viable number. Only those cells which are able to reproduce or which are able to multiply only will be giving you a number. So here the first one we will discussing is membrane filtration followed by plating. So here the concept is simple, as already we have seen how membrane filtration occurs. So there will be a membrane filtration apparatus where we have the membrane usually the cellulose or nitrocellulose filter paper will be there, and usually the pore size will be fixed in order to trap the bacterial cells. So the liquid media is passed through this filter and those bacteria will be trapped in the filter. This filter is taken out uh, with sterile means, and this filter will be placed in a nutrient agar plate, incubated and observed for the colony formation, and these colonies are counted as CFU, and the colony forming units will be counted, and that will be counted as the number of bacterial cells present in that sample. And this is the setup how you do this membrane filtration followed by plating. You can see the membrane apparatus and also the filter which is taken out, placed over the plate, and then incubated for colony formation. This is again another one giving you the same idea. These are some results. You can see the colonies formed over the membrane filter. Now the very common method of for counting in the laboratory is called a serial dilution followed by plating. Here usually what we do is a sample, usually a serial dilution is preferred for those samples which are having a comparatively higher turbidity. And usually again I am not supposed to mention again here the viable count will be obtained. Okay, and this is one of the cheapest and easy method to perform in laboratories. So this give you the number in an indirect way, and the dilution of the sample is very much essential to avoid overcrowding or a condition in which we cannot count the actual number of cells. Usually two standard procedures are followed in laboratories. One is pour plate method and the second one is spread plate method. Usually pour plate will give you a much reliable count for bacteria than the spread plate, as pour plate may sometimes count even anaerobic organisms or those cells which are trapped inside the agar also, but spread plate will give you only the surface growth. Okay. So, diluting a sample is essential as already mentioned. This is because you need to reduce the number of cells to the accountable range. Usually, the counting range is usually set as between 30 to 300. This already we have discussed during culture method discussion. You can find that video in the channel. So, the samples usually will be diluted in such a way that the concentration will be reduced in 10-fold dilution, okay, when we do a normal dilution procedure. So this diluted sample will be taken for plating. So sample appropriately diluted sample will be plated into the corresponding plates. See, this image will give you a better idea of how serial dilution is done, and after that the plates will be inoculated either with spread plating or with pour plating technique. So you can see the dilutions. 1:10 dilution is the first tube and first plate, then 1:100, 1:1000, 1:10,000, 1 lakh. So this is the pattern of dilution, and you can also see the number which is being reduced on the as the dilution increases. That means in the last test, in the last plate, that means in the 1:1 lakh plate, you can see only 4 cells which are easily to count, and in the 1:10,000 you can see a number of cells are there, right? Similarly, when it comes back, the plate becomes uncountable in somewhat, right? So this is the pattern, or this is the advantage of doing a serial dilution. So how do you calculate then? So this calculation is done with a standard formula. That means the number of colonies counted in the plate. You can choose any plate, any dilution plate could be chosen. So the number of colonies divided by volume of the sample plated into dilution of the sample. Or otherwise you can use another similar equation, number of colonies counted divided by volume into dilution factor. Instead of dilution, you can use dilution factor. So dilution factor is nothing but the reciprocal of the dilution. Okay. So in this example, we are taking an example here. The CFU in the third tube, that means in the 1:1000 dilution tube provided in this image, is 389 colonies, right? So so this calculation will be like the you can see right here you can see the plate for 50 colonies is taken. Suppose here I am taking this for 50 colonies. For example, I am taking 50 colonies plate. That means the 1:10,000 plate. That will be easy for understanding. Okay, so the equation will be like number of colonies, that means 50, divided by volume of sample, that means 0.1 ml, into dilution, that means 10⁻⁻⁴. Alright, so the calculation will give you 5 into 10⁻⁶ colony forming unit per ml. Right. So out of the plate, which plate has to be chosen is depending on the number of colonies developed. So this image represents the procedure of pour plate and spread plate method. So this is the spread plate procedure. Usually we use an L rod, a sterile glass rod, to spread the medium over the sample over the medium. Usually we prefer 0.1 ml sample to be inoculated into the plate. And for pour plate, usually we use 1 ml sample. We have different options for pour plate. Either you can go for predominantly 2 methods are there. One in which the sample is mixed with the medium. That means with the agar medium. Then this sample plus the agar is plated or poured into the plate, then incubated. In another option, you can add the sample straight away into the sterile plate, and after that the agar media is added over it, then incubate and observe for colonies. So these are the two possible options for pour plate method. So whatever it is, you will get the colonies, and the colonies will be counted, and this counted colonies will be used for calculation by the standard equation CFU per ml equal to number of colonies counted divided by volume of sample into dilution or into dilution factor. So that's the way how you calculate the number of cells present in a plate after serial dilution.